How's it going? Today I have a round of RVing tips for you, things that should make RVing better. But the theme here is when I heard and saw these tips, I thought, why have I not known about this sooner? Why have I not been doing it that way? So let's not waste any time. Let's dive into these tips. Now, the first one is going to be using tools that we already have to make setup and tear down easier for our RV site, specifically for us, the entryway. If you have a mat or an awning or another pop-up that you want to be able to stake down so you're not battling the wind all the time, there's a better option than just hammering stakes into the ground. And that's going to be using lag screws to be able to anchor down our mat so they're easy to put in and then they're easy to remove also. The problem is with the normal stakes, usually when you're putting them in, they're going to get abused, they're going to get bent. If they have plastic on the top, that's going to deteriorate in the sun, making it harder to get out of the ground once you have it in. But instead, what we use are these 4.5 inch by 1/2 inch lag screws. So the top is a 3/4 adapter. You can put that into your drill so that way you can just sink these right into the ground. But the real trick is when you go to leave, it's just, you already know the tool that you're going to use and how easy it is going to be able to pull these out. So you just put your drill in reverse and pull these right out. I think that's a great idea. Now, it goes without saying that you want to be careful anytime that you're using a stake or something that you're putting into the ground that you're not going to cause damage or penetrate something that you shouldn't. That's why I went with this size. It's actually shorter than what the tent stakes that I usually use are. So these are a win in my column. Can't believe that I haven't been doing this sooner. Easier, faster, and reliable. Let's move on to the next one. This is one that fixed a problem for us. It's like Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong, but probably at the worst opportune time too. The problem are these windows. I actually really like these windows. These are the egress type windows. So if there is an emergency in the RV and you need a second exit, this is the exit out of the RV. But we have these levers that you can open and close it with. The problem is when they come open at the worst times, like when you're going down the road, this rattles loose and then the wind sucks this out. You have the chance to actually lose that window, or this gets pulled all the way through and then it's banging against the side of the RV and marking it all up. That's exactly what happened to the back window. We have two of this style of window. Somebody pulled up next to us as we were driving and motioned that we had a problem in the back, and this window was starting to mark up the back of the RV. Like I said, these are fire exits, so you want to do something to secure it, but you can't do something that's going to block it from being a fire exit. So we had to come up with a solution. So the solution we had was when it was closed, we would Velcro it to this clip over here so that way it couldn't rattle open. But the problem was there was another circumstance where this window could open at the worst possible time. And that's usually using the window at night to have some fresh air coming in. Gust of wind comes by and actually pulls this window out. So then you don't have a way to close it unless you pull the screen off or you go outside and stick this arm back through. So the Velcro didn't really help us in that situation. So what we did is we put a pin in there. We just take a little pin, put it in there, and that way it's going to hold it in place. You can see that if we have the window open, we can put the pin in there. It's going to keep the wind from being able to pull that out. It's not going to rattle open and get sucked out. So both of those situations that we have actually had problems with is now going to be fixing this. And this pin was pretty simple. I just modified it a little bit, bent the end so it just wasn't quite as wide. And then I used that as a template to drill the plastic on these connections. The first hole goes through the red tab and the bracket below, and then the other one just goes through the red tab. And we just widen that hole a little bit so that way our pin just slips right in there and clips in place. So now we have a solution that's going to work in both circumstances and keep us from having to either go outside in the middle of the night to put the window back in, or when we're going down the road, we absolutely know that that window is secured and not going to be a problem. I'm all for less problems. And really, solving problems and coming up with solutions brings us to today's sponsor, which is eTrailer. They have so many things for RVing. If you needed something like a hitch or a pin box that you were trying to solve problems, or if you needed a bike rack for RVing, they have all of that. They have the ridiculously large mat that we have in front of our RV for when we're on our property. The list can really go on, from water pumps to leveling equipment. The selection goes on. And they have a very large US-based customer service. So if you have a question, you can call, you can type that in, and you can actually get an answer from somebody here in the US. So if you have a problem, you're looking for a solution, definitely check out eTrailer. There's going to be links down in the description. Let's get to these next two tips now. Okay, now we have a few tricks here that can really save the day. Number one, if you wanted to test your sewer connection before you put your black water through there and find out that maybe your hose has deteriorated or your connections weren't 100% sealed, and then you have a mess to clean up, there is a little trick that you can do to test that. You can actually test that with your gray water. Now, typically you are going to save your gray water to flush out after you dump your black tank. That way it kind of cleans everything that's in there and gets all that out. Yes, you still want to do that, but like for us, we have 2 gray tanks. We could test it with the 1 gray tank and then flush it after we dump our black tanks in order to clean out that pipe. So that's kind of a handy little trick. Better to find out that you have a leak with gray water than with your black tank system. The next tip is a really fast way in order to back flush your black tank. We all know that not everything comes out of your black tank when you drain it, and back flushing it, filling it up once, even twice, is really going to make sure that we get everything out of there and you have a clean black tank, not leaving any of those solids back in there. But that can be a time-consuming process, and when you're going to a dump station and you have people behind you, it's not courteous to go through that process, fill up that tank a couple of times, and flush it out. You're going to be holding everybody up. So here is a trick to get that done. Number one, if we have the ability to use the tank flush as we're dumping the black tank, we're going to do that. So we're going to turn on the tank flush and open up that black valve. We're going to let that fully drain and leave that black tank valve open. Then we're going to close this valve at the end of our termination. I love this valve for so many different reasons. I've talked about it in the past, but it really gives you a lot of function, and this is one of them. So when we close that valve, and for us, both our black and gray tank are on the same level. Not every RV is the same in that way, but for us, this trick works out because of that. We can open up our gray tank. This is the one for our shower, and all that water, instead of coming out here because this valve is closed, is now going to rush into that black tank, filling it really quick. So then we close that gray tank again, then we can open up this valve at the end of our termination, allow that black tank to drain one more time, and then we can turn that water off to the tank flush, close up the black tank, and then we can drain our gray tank. So we're using the last bit of that gray tank water to still flush out the pipes, flush out this hose, but we're going to use it to put that water into the black tank and then flush it out. So it's a really quick way in order to flush out that black tank without taking up a ton of time. Now, I know a lot of people might be concerned that you're going to contaminate your gray water tank with your black water tank, but really you're opening it for such a short amount of time just to let that water leave the gray tank and go to the black tank. And when you hear those somewhat equalize, then you close it. And then if you have 2 gray tanks like we do, we will drain the galley tank first, and then we'll drain the bathroom shower. That way, if there was any food particles in there or anything like that, that last half of the gray tank is flushing all that down the system. So if you're crunched for time at the dump station, it's a quick way in order to flush out that black tank at least once. And really, you're not wasting as much water. When you're using fresh water in order to flush out your tanks, you're going to go through more water, but you're kind of almost recycling this gray water, putting it into the black tank, and then flushing it out. I'm going to put links down in the description to everything that we talked about in this video, including that waste valve. I don't know that I would own an RV without having that twist-on waste valve at the end. It's so easy to put on and comes in so handy and can really save you from a lot of mistakes. So links are going to be down in the description to everything that we talked about today. I hope these tips helped you out in some way and help you enjoy RVing that much more. So anyways, I think that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will. See you next video. Take care.